European Union donates to World Food Programme or WFP for Rwanda as the nation's economy recovers from the effects of the pandemic. A contribution of €500,000 from the EU will help ensure that the most vulnerable Rwandans receive the assistance they need. In addition, the WFP will be able to share its comprehensive knowledge of food security systems and social protection. The UN agency will work with the government to evaluate and improve its response to weaknesses exposed by COVID-19. The European Union is a recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, and a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Protection, as well as a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Humanitarianism and Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Unconditional World Care, and True Caring. Our heartfelt gratefulness, European Union and World Food Programme, for your compassionate and cooperative efforts to bring advantage to the people of Rwanda. We pray for their health, prosperity, and serenity in heaven's benevolent mercy.
Antibodies remain for a year after coronavirus infection. A team of scientists in the United States studied serum samples from 505 U.S. active duty service members, dependents, and military retirees who had COVID-19. The participants were categorized by age and how serious their case was. It was found that 100% of hospitalized patients still showed antibody response 12 months after contracting the disease. For those whose cases were milder, 80% displayed immunity after 1 year. In older patients, the magnitude of antibody response was commensurate with the severity of their illness, while in younger participants who did not need a hospital stay, the ongoing protection was less predictable. Our sincere gratitude, American scientists, for your encouraging report on antibody response following a natural COVID infection. May the pandemic subside as humanity's consciousness elevates and the third planet from the sun becomes a vegan world. In blessings of the Providence.
Music brings calmness and comfort to post-op heart patients. Researchers at Erasmus University Medical Center in the Netherlands wanted to know how music improves the experience of people undergoing cardiac surgery. After searching for relevant clinical trials, the scientists pulled data from 16 studies involving 987 patients. Generally, the music was purposely relaxing, without any strong rhythms, and supplied via headphones. The researchers published the results of their analysis in the British Medical Journal, or BMJ, and determined that listening to music before, during, and after the operation was responsible for reduced anxiety, pain, or need for pain medications following the operation. Although further research is needed, the medical professionals concluded that music intervention is a promising option for safely enhancing health outcomes and should be considered by clinicians for those needing heart surgery. Our delighted appreciation, university researchers. Whenever we can do something to alleviate the suffering of others, we come closer to fulfilling our life's purpose in celestial oneness.
Environmental project in Dong Nai benefits from cooperation. Following 12 months of joint efforts between OLEC, also known as Vietnam, and the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, significant progress has been made in the removal of dioxin contamination at Bien Hoa Airport. So far, almost 1,200 cubic meters of toxic sediment have been moved to an isolated treatment area, and more than 5,300 square meters of polluted land have been detoxified. This is the first phase of a 10-year plan to clean up more than 500,000 cubic meters of soil and sediment at the airfield. The United States is investing $390 million to meet the requirements of OLEC's or Vietnamese standards, thus ensuring the safety of citizens and the environment. OLEC, or Vietnam, is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate and recipient. The United States is the recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance, 7 Shining World Leadership Awards for Promoting Healthy Living, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Justice, Protection, and Environmental Protection, and a laureate of 24 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Loving Care, a Shining World Peace Leader Award, Shining World Caring Leadership Award, and Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award. We applaud your partnership, OLEC or Vietnam and the United States. In God's boundless love, may all human beings come together as brothers and sisters of one peaceful family.
Pandemic fears hinder efforts to stop malaria. In Sierra Leone, the leading cause of illness and fatalities among children and pregnant women is malaria. According to government statistics, 76 citizens died of COVID-19 in 2020, whereas approximately 7,000 individuals perish each year from malaria. Unfortunately, the coronavirus disrupted a national effort to distribute mosquito nets to every family. It also made mothers afraid of bringing their children to the hospital when they were sick. Dr. Fasomoyin Oluwaseyi, who works at the Wesleyan Hospital in Kamakwi, considers malaria his main adversary. He's working to let the public know that with early diagnosis and intervention, many lives can be saved. In his own words, malaria is preventable, malaria is treatable, malaria can be defeated. Heaven bless you, Dr. Oluwaseyi, for your noble service to the community. We pray that the pure-hearted people of Sierra Leone will get the medical care necessary and that our world will quickly adopt the disease-preventing vegan diet in divine upliftment.
Malaysians are exercising more and eating better food. A recent survey conducted by Herbalife Nutrition in 8 Asia-Pacific markets asked 8,000 consumers how the pandemic has affected their diets and lifestyles. In Malaysia, almost half of the participants said they have made changes, with 61% of them eating less meat and consuming more plant-based fare, especially fruits and vegetables. In addition, the majority of these people are prioritizing exercise and other investments in wellness. Supermarkets in the country are responding to this awakening by offering more vegan products, including unprocessed sources of protein such as nuts, seeds, soybeans, and other kinds of beans. Most respondents say they like the results they are getting and intend to continue their healthy habits. Good job and many thanks, Herbalife, for uncovering these promising trends. May all planetary citizens adopt behaviors that promote a good quality of life personally and globally.
Horses are helping children with disabilities to get ahead. 2 years ago, Mia Sloan of Tasmania, Australia, started attending True Trails Learning Centre in Marion Bay. The novel educational environment consists of a riding arena, 5 horses, and several blackboards. Mia is one of more than 50 students who have benefited from participating in the equine-assisted program. Lessons focus on equestrian skills, literacy, and mathematics. When she is in the saddle, Mia's self-confidence soars, and she can speak complete sentences with relative ease. In addition to the animals making great learning buddies, there is research showing that the action of being on horseback stimulates brain activity. Our hearts are warmed, Mia Sloan, by your impressive achievements. And thank you, True Trails, for giving us another reason to cherish the 4-legged angels who selflessly deliver innumerable blessings from heaven.